Hey everyone out there, thank you so much for checking out my week 7 review actually of Bravo's season 4 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I was actually a little bit caught off by surprise, caught off guard and surprised because I'm so used to sitting down and watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta on Sunday, but apparently there was a special premiere which came on tonight, which is Tuesday. So I couldn't miss it. I had to come back from the gym, and I had to be planted right in front of the television to witness all of the drama unfold of what goes on tonight on on one of the special premieres of this new episode. Okay, so just to get into it real quick. As you know, last week, or just a few days ago, actually, the most recent episode, Sheree had been served with some sort of papers um, filed by, as a result of her ex-husband Bob filing action in court against her. And apparently, he's requesting for some sort of modification in the current child support order that he has with Sheree since their divorce hearing. So she met with Phaedra, which that was expected. You know, one of the castmates is an attorney, so I almost expected for her to try to retain the advice or services of Phaedra. And so they pretty much go through the motions of what Phaedra can do to help her. And, they're really looking forward to, taking this matter to court and having it resolved. No one wants to be involved in litigation. No one likes the courts. Many times it takes long, 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 long. So they went through those motions, and now they're about to go to court. But next, we see a segment of Candy's Candy Coated Nights, which I believe is a YouTube or Ustream show that she does with a few of her friends, and she is interviewing Charles Grant and Marlo. I can't remember her last name, but apparently this is a couple that is hot on the Atlanta scene, and they were sort of introduced a few episodes ago, but apparently Charles Grant is the individual that the blogosphere I call it, is accusing Nene Leakes of having an affair with. So pretty much they asked him about the relationship, if any, between himself and Nene, and he basically said there was no relationship. So I'm somewhat thinking, okay, has that put the rumors to sleep? But it doesn't look like it has, because from what some of the other previews show, there's still going to be a falling out between he and Marlo and Nene about these rumors. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, how they actually will resolve this, because, Nene doesn't seem like the type of person that wants her name to be circulating in drama, rumor, controversy, anything like that. So I'm not even sure who Charles Grant is, but she's remained firm that she never had any sort of intimate relationship with him. And I think it should be all left up to it, like she said tonight. What do they want from me? So yeah, so let's see how that goes with that. And so we're back to see Kim. Last on Sunday, Kim finally bought her son. I'm sorry, she brought her son Croy Jr. into the world. Now it's time to take him home. So they're getting things together at the hospital. It's time to take him home, and let's see how the kids and everybody else at home can adjust to having a new baby in the house. So then we get to see Cynthia, and she's shopping with Nene for some vintage clothing. She basically said, when she's being a model on the runway, she doesn't mind being a name brand or, different designer clothing. But when she's out shopping on her own, she likes to be reasonable. I don't blame her, because it's a recession and you need to be reasonable. Nobody wants to spend $500, $600, $700 on clothing or anything for that matter if they don't have to. So they're out there shopping, and she happens to bring the situation up. She happens to bring it up, and Nene says, like I just mentioned, she says, I'm sorry, she happens to bring the Charles Grant question up from Candy Coated Nights, and Nene basically said what I said a few moments ago. What do they want from me? I've said we've never had anything going on. So I personally, if anybody's listening to this out there, I personally would like to say, let the rumors stay gone. And as I said before, until it is confirmed by anybody involved, then it will always be rumor. Um, and and like I said, she has remained firm about being in an intimate relationship with with Charles Grant. So we're on to see Sheree. She's about to go to court. So she shows up at either Phaedra's house or her office. Anyway, she shows up and she's being prepped for court. I actually think it was her house. Anyway, she pulls up in a brand spanking new Porsche. I loved it. It was blue. It was her. I liked it. I liked it for her. And she's being prepped what to wear, how to look, so on and so forth. That's important. Perception is very important. And as a public relations professional, I will tell you that a lot of times that makes all the difference in the world. So I'm kind of glad that Phaedra allowed Sheree to uh, gave her this information. I'm glad Phaedra gave Sheree this information before they actually went out to court, so she didn't make the wrong mistakes. And then Candy, who we all know she has spearheaded, and she has spearheaded her own adult luxury line of products. And so in this episode, she's meeting with product developers about really expanding her brand. I think it's called bedroomcandy.com. Make sure you go and check that out. She's expanding those, and she's really looking to do something bigger. No pun intended. She's really looking to do something different, and it looks like she wanted to have the instruments, I'll just say, synced with music. So that was quite interesting. So then we're back at Kim, and everybody is enjoying the new babies, but it doesn't look like the oldest child is getting to. It doesn't look like that she is too adjusted to that yet. So Kim is trying to have this conversation with Brielle, which is the oldest child's name, to let her know that she is going to have to be helpful around the house. But that's a lot. I think that's a lot for anyone, especially children that young. So hopefully Brielle, by this time, but hopefully soon, later in the episode, we see her to be a little bit more warm about having a new baby in the house. So then there was a little section with Phaedra. Phaedra's assistants came to her and told her that no Sheree, no money. And I know, according to what many of the online reports are showing, Sheree had been accused of not paying some of her legal fees. And I think Phaedra, what she said was that she was kind of leery. She was kind of concerned when she agreed to take the case, that this is what the end result would be. So, but they got the money, and now they're on their way to court. Now, our friend Candy is doing something that's very near and dear to me. Many of you, if you watch my videos, you will know that I mentioned, I believe in my last video, that I'm on a weight loss challenge. I started back in February, lost about 81 pounds so far, and Candy is involved in a weight loss challenge with her daughter Riley. And that's important because we all want to be healthy. We don't want to be sick with any of those weight induced conditions that plague many people. So she's involved in this weight loss challenge with Riley, and you saw her playing different games, hopscotch and things like that. It's fun to be that's what actually has helped me. I'll just quickly say, eating differently, eating more healthy, exercising, and just being much more active. So anyway, it's the day of court, and Sheree, she is just not happy. She's not happy about having to go before the courts again against Bob, and she's just not happy at all. So, Bob is there, and Bob is there, and Sheree is just trying to get up all the nerve of having to be there in front of him or against him again. But come find out, long story short, um, they get to court. And before I get into that, okay, so Kim's parents comes and they see the baby for the first time. Okay, but Sheree gets to court, and suddenly Bob has petitioned the court to cite Sheree with contempt about some sort of property order that had been levied against her. Um, and apparently Sheree is not happy because she thinks that the outcome should have been different. Looks like that she is questioning Sheree's. I'm sorry. It looks like Sheree is questioning Phaedra's competence or performance in the courtroom. But you know, this was just a filing. I don't think it necessarily should be shown as results because it the hearing really never even went far because of the papers that he filed. So we will see in the upcoming episodes what actually happens in this never-ending saga and courtroom drama between Sheree and Bob Whitfield. So I hope everyone out there had the opportunity to check out the special episode tonight, just like I did. Again, thank you so much for checking out my weekly review of season 4 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Please, please, please go back, check out my other videos. Make sure you subscribe, share, and suggest those, and leave me comments, suggestions, questions, topic suggestions, because I also have a weekly broadcast, Talks with Tim, that should be out tomorrow. So you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook. My all my contact information is in the show more field below the video. So again, thank you so much for the continued support, and until next time, take care.